Alright, we should be live here. I got a pretty crazy deck I want to try today. Something that I worked on a little bit today, didn't have a ton of time, but I work on different Lost Box builds or heavy Snorlax, because Snorlax is just a really good card right now. And also it's great synergy with the Virizion V from Astral Radiance, because not only is it a grass attacker so that it can one-shot Charizard if it does a Mirage Gate, but also it can, if we've grass on our Snorlax, then it cannot put itself to sleep. Because like one thing that really sucks as a Lost Box is when you put your own Snorlax to sleep and it can't wake up and you have to spend tons of switching cards just to get around it. So this list is probably pretty rough right now. Definitely not going to claim it to be optimal, but we're at least going to give it a run tonight. So it'll be something a little bit different at least. I did not, however, get the correct gameplays on here though. I don't know what we should use. And just for the memes, let's put the Wooloo stuff on there. I feel like Lechonk is pretty solid though. Oof, tough choice. Lechonk or Wooloo? Where even is Lechonk stuff? Am I just blind? Where is it? I'm like literally blind. Oh, there it is. I'm just I'm just blind. Goodness. Yeah, I literally... What I think of Glimmora? It's fun. It's not terribly relevant, but it's a fun deck. I think there's a better way to play it than the ways I've ran it. I just like don't really know. I don't really know how to run it any better. I'm not a deck I'm too concerned about spending lots of time investing into it to make it better. Instead, we're going to play Scuffed Lost Box builds instead. What's up, guys? I did get a haircut today. Don't have quite as much of a mop on my head anymore, so. I went a bit too long between the last one, so. Next, alright, the first round's up here. We are up against a double turbo, no, we're against Fusion Mew. I almost said double turbo Mew. Not a matchup I'm super thrilled about because we're not playing Drapion or what? Did I type that wrong? So we'll. I must have just typed it wrong the first time. How did I get 10th? I just been playing the game for a very long time and I get code cards, so. I'm doing fine. Zid didn't have enough time this afternoon to make a long form video. I had a couple of more important things I had to get done, but I'm happy to be live now. But we can win some more money tonight because we're on a 3-week consecutive top 8 streak for this tournament, or see if we can get to 3 weeks. We're 2 in a row. So I've been playing for a very long time. I had lots of celebrations codes saved up, so I was able to like turn those into a ton of credits, and also I do local sometimes give me codes. I trade for codes. All right, here we go. So like Kyogre is going to be epic to be able to take 4 prizes, but we got to find 2 prizes. We're going to have to find 2 prizes along the way here. Oh, we need 1 big Kyogre play to win it, but getting there is going to be the hardest part. I'm going to be going first. That's pretty good. Maybe we can Thumping Snore a Mew turn 2 or something, or even hitting into Genesect. Not an amazing hand, but at least we have Ball Surge cards. We can do something with this. And we're getting mulligans. 1 mulligan. There's nothing too silly going on in this Mew list. Quad, Forest Seal Stand, double, Lost City. X Lost City can be sort of annoying. I'm fighting your friend? Okay. Well, don't stream snipe. Don't help your friend stream snipe. Alright, Colress is a great top deck. Alright, I'm just gonna... I was gonna grab Radiant Greninja with Nest Ball, but I'm just gonna get double Comfey to try to put myself in the best possible spot to get turn 2 Thumping Snore. So we prized the Virizion, which actually could be a relevant attack. We have Radiant Greninja. We prized a Recycler. We prized a Rod. No, we have our second round Radiant. What am I talking about? Let's see. We didn't prize any gates. I think there's one psychic prized. Yeah. How many Colresses are in there? All of them. So nothing too major that I could pick out in that first glance there. Cram is also in there. Just really Virizion's like the biggest piece. Oh, and one Sableye. How about 4 Seal Stones? We got both of those. Yeah. Alright, here we go. I mean, we get 2 flower selectings this turn. I think I'm going to prioritize the water over the heavy ball. Virizion is a solid attacker, but really don't necessarily want to use it if we don't have to. We'd rather use Snorlax, just use the single prizer. And we want to be able to keep as many energies as around as possible to be able to Kyogre in the late game. Definitely do not want a Zapdos in this matchup. So we'll just go ahead and pass it over. That's all for his turn. You won't, thank you, XR. Hopefully that goes without saying, but I'm sure some people would be like, "Oh, he's streaming. Better leak everything." That's a painful cram to hit tails. Don't like ditching that PAL pad early. All right, Nest Ball. So they're getting going quite well here. I guess their best play this turn will probably be like Psychic Leap and KO this Comfey. And Path probably too. So they will get down to Meloetta. So they're gonna be able to draw like 3 cards. So hopefully they do whip this Sparkle and Bath, so we can still be able to get to... I mean, even if they do not get the Comfey, we still can get to Thumping Snore next turn. It will just be a bit harder. Vacuum, getting rid of Art, that's okay, but at least they're putting it into the Lost Zone. I'd rather that than them just bouncing it with Path. There's another Grammatic. Come on. Dang it, so that is going to be at least a Sparkle, probably. That or for a Seal Stone. Yep, at least a Sparkle, so they'll be going for the Psychic Leap knockouts. So we definitely have our work cut out for us next turn. We need to find one more Comfey and Snorlax to be able to take 2 prizes next turn. Like, I really don't want to have to use Meloetta or hit into a Meloetta because that doesn't really help my prize map at all. So I'd really love to do a Thumping Snore knockout this Mew if possible. Like we definitely have some pieces here. Genesect for 2. Man, if they would have whiffed that Cram, he'd be in a lot better of a spot. Thank you. I've played Lost Box for a while. I've been, well, not on stream, but like I played at NIC. I brought it to locals a couple weeks back. I'm definitely not opposed to playing Lost Box. It's kind of a fun deck. We got some stuff. I guess we didn't prize Sableye. He's right here. Ugh, getting rid of the Art really was annoying. Nest Ball. Super Odd is sort of a casualty. Right, there's 6 in there, so I guess we'll just do this. Hopefully we can find a Lax on the other side of this flower selecting. Hopefully they rope into this other Mew. They do. Okay, so if I can just find Artazon or a physical Snorlax or a Nest Ball, we can take 2 prizes this turn. Ugh, gross. I cannot afford to throw out another Super Odd. Didn't really get too much, so I'll just put that down there. And we're going to sort of be a turn behind now. Still definitely winnable, but dang it. So they're not playing any sort of like, no sort of Crystal Cave or Penny or anything like that. So we still can maybe like just Lost Mine a Genesect twice. We will need to get a little bit to be able to Lost Mine next turn. Stings that we were not able to. Okay, they're just gonna boss up Sableye probably. I'm kind of okay with that. They'll just swing with Meloetta. They're saying it's to the Lost Zone. That's pretty annoying. That's pretty annoying. Now the probability of being able to double Sableye isn't super high. But they didn't evolve either Mew. So I guess that has to count for something. Alright, so just doing all my energies. We have to grab Kyogre. We simply cannot We're just drawing a lost box hand right now. An absolute, like, clunky mess of a hands. There is Snorlax. There's a lot of resources to spend on one prize. We also have, like, lots of energy in our hand. We still should have enough to attack this turn. I think that's what we're gonna do. Doesn't feel that good, though. Have to do this just to take one prize. Let's chuck the water on. No, let's chuck grass. Dang. But we could not have got this off last turn. But it is what it is, I guess. And we've used most of our switching cards at this point. One prize. Okay, that's a great find. We have 2 ropes and a cart in there. And I think we're down 2 carts in a rope. So this is our last switching card, actually, guys. Hopefully our opponent has still has that pretty clunky hand. Like, they weren't able to Genesect it all last turn, but they found the Mew. So that's pretty solid for him. Now I don't play any boss in this list, so it's gonna be tough to be able to find those last. Goodness, yeah, it's gonna be tough to. We pretty much missed our opportunity. I think we would have to be able to, like, Snorlax turn 2. We didn't find any VIP passes or anything, so don't think we'll be winning this round. We're gonna need to have a pretty good turn. We really haven't gotten much of anything going at all. Like, we've been able to, like, draw a card. They've, like, not really been that good. Like, lots of energies or switching cards. Alright, they'll Techno Blast and take out the Snorlax. Sending it to the Lost Zone's annoying. I'd love to be able to bounce this Lost City before we're too long, but we have to get some sort of pressure this turn. It's not looking... Alright, I guess... This sucks. Like, we have to take Sableye. But then, like, we have to retreat. We have to retreat and power selecting. So I think this is going to be just too little too late. Alright, finally we get, like, a painless Lost Zone. Hopefully we can find, like, I guess our cart. The cart is nowhere to be found, so... Yeah, looks like we're going to be taking the L this round. Deck did not want to cooperate at all. We can't even attack. We already hard retreated. Dang it. What really can we do? If we can, like, play, like... Can we, like, Kyogre into Snorlax? Like, when, no, like, we don't play. I'll just bench that guy and pass. This one too, sure. If they want to spend a boss. I can't really bench the Sableye as long as the Lost City's in play. The Spice, it's currently gone right now. The deck does not... I'm getting, like, an absolute lost box hand in this game. I'm running all my energies, all my energy recovery cards, and none of the actual cards that I want. I haven't seen it for a Seal Stone this game. Yeah, I pitched a ton of actually good cards and got to see very few not so good cards. I guess really the only thing that we can do is, like, doesn't they just have Psychic Leap? Like, we could, like, Aqua Storm if we can leave ourselves, like, 1 card in deck and, like, Aqua Storm and knock out this Mew, put 250 on this bench Mew VMAX. And, like, maybe we could... I mean, that's, like, the only thing that we have, and I don't think we can physically draw enough cards. We'll do our best. Ninja. Or Seal Stone's really not gonna... really not do meaningful at this point. Okay, let's do that. Honestly, neither is the Comfey with how little switching cards we have left. Yeah, maybe you should have grabbed the other guy. Oh, well. Vacuum or Psychic? I guess we just take the Psychic. Oh, darn it. We're like... We can't really get there. Our Kyogre is still hiding. Well, we played 3 Colresses. Like, we got to draw a lot of cards. Just not the right cards. I guess, hold up. We hit for 280 in here and then try to close with a big. Okay, this is the blueprint here. Sure. Oops. This is like super flawed though. Okay. This is super flawed. Well, let's just give it a run. Why not? Okay, let's put one there, one there. All right, let's just give this a try. All right, so I'm gonna put 6 here and 6 here, and why not? Let's just see how this fares. I know my opponent can use Psychic Leap, but at least gives us a chance. You're stressing for me right now. Is salt a spice? Yeah. Like, they're just gonna have 0 power tablets. Like, if my opponent plays this right and they have 1 tab, we just have 0% chance of winning because all our ropes are gone. But like, at least we have some sort of a chance here. There's a Cramomatic. We know they have, let's see, I think they've spent 1 power tablet. Let's see the result of this Cram. Cram is absolutely clutch. Dang it. Well, if they play it right, that should be the game. There's all 4 Battle VIP passes. Alright, there's a power tablet. Path to the Peak. So if they just Psychic Leap, go into this bench Mew VMAX, there's nothing that I can do. They'll boss up the Comfey with the energy. So it didn't even really matter what we attack. I guess let's see. If they like promote the Mew V, that's really our only win condition. Nope. Alright. They just instantly announced Technoblast, right? We attack with Pidgeot. Yeah, I don't. Dang. Sure. It's like, yeah, if we would have had rope, we could win here. But not quite. We just swing with Pidgeot? I guess why not? Maybe they've left themselves no answers off of path. Let's just play to our odds. Maybe we can find something here. Let's just see if we can somehow dig something up here. Probably not, but there's 1 gate. I think I have 1 gate left in the prizes. Oh, no, in hand. Duh. Okay, well, this is like all my resources basically into this play. And they just win if they have boss. They win if they have power tablet, choice belts. If I could combine this with like a Roxanne or an Iono. Oh yeah, it's okay. For some reason I thought it was if I had a stadium play. Oops, okay. I thought it'd be doing 160 because it's an A stadium, but it's my stadium. And they just have ropes, so they'll be taking this one. We got just, that's what Mew's pretty much best and only option this matchup is just disrupt me with the judge and be able to boss and make life difficult for me, and I just didn't draw hot enough to win that game, so dang it. It's definitely a weird matchup, like not one I really want to play. I'm like not playing Drapion, not playing Tomb, so I just sort of have to hope to draw well, and didn't have that way this time, so let's see how many people are playing tonight, because there was like 200 people on the register list. Man, that was table 1. Yeah, GG. If I were able to like actually be able to hold a rope, but like we had to lost them early on because we're doing super awkward flower select things. Like, but that's just lost box. I mean, it did like self-destructs with bad flower selectings, bad Colresses, but it is what it is. So that was table 1. Absolutely tragic. Couldn't get there. Giratina still king of the hill with Lost Box with a huge uptick. Lost Box has been hovering at like 4th or 5th for a while, and now it's all the way up to the top. Or not at the top, but right below. Oh yeah, like, can't really get too upset. Snorlax stall. We messed with this yesterday. Some people are back on it today. Yeah, well, like as long as I play it well, like sometimes your deck's just not gonna work. Terra at 1-0. This person's been playing. Oh, they got the buy. Okay, I was like, dang. This one person's been playing lots of Torterra online. Let's see what everyone's running here. This is a 1-0. It's the Chi-Yu. It's back. We did see Chi-Yu. This person lost playing Vespiquen EX Oratris up against a Wugtrio Mill. Oh, that Diggin's mad too. Oh, you're playing Glamora today? Oh. This is interesting. Is a Solrock Lunatone path? There's pretty little margin for error with Glamora. Like if your opponent does not get significantly hindered by Dustfield or Path to the Peak, you're really not gonna have a too good time. Glamora, no respect for it. Still has, dang, Palkia V-Star. Yeah, Palkia is pretty good right now. There's a lot of decks that are like pretty good right now. This is like Reversal Energy Box. Oh, it's Palafin. They also have a reversal stuff. Interesting. And Slowbro. They're playing Slowbro, like, but with no Thornton. I think Thornton would be correct. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. I don't think that matchup's like, I'm not playing any lightning attackers in this deck, so the matchup's probably not super great for me. Okay, so like Palafin's interesting. I would really like a Thornton in this though, just feel like a Slowbro out of nowhere. There's like no way this is ever being Lost Box. Like I'm just gonna knock out all your draw engine. I really want a Roxanne in my list here. I sort of threw this together this afternoon, and I didn't play too many games with it. Like maybe we can cut like an Artazon and Pidgeot and put in some different cards. I kind of like Pidgeot because then we like the Forest Seal Stone and can yeet it back into the deck and not have to have a 2-prize on the board. I don't know what your list is, so I can't play it. And if you mean Zard Arcanine, I'm not playing that. I'm sorry, buddy. Try again later. Thank you. I'm doing fine. Are you in my Discord? I don't usually like take viewer lists, but like I should do like a stream sometime where I just like play different viewers' decks. If you join my Discord and post it somewhere, I can see it there. That's probably the best way to see it. Looks cool. Thank you, Justin. It's like it still needs some work. Like the idea is to have Virizion as a grass attacker that you can hit Charizard, and also Verdant Wind has some cool synergy with Snorlax, so like I can not have to worry about flipping coins to wake up. I also can still use Forest Seal Stone on it. I'll join later, no problem. It's probably still a little bit messy, and like I love to have a Roxanne or like a couple Roxannes, a boss, but this is just where we're at right now. But yeah, it's probably not optimal. I just wanted to. Okay, TMI. I did not need to know that. Let's see what. Oh my goodness, they're back. They're back. Every stream, guys. Every stream. This list. I can't. Quad Burnett is the answer. No, I can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. What's the other one? Hopefully the other one. I know they lost, but oh, this person's playing something. This is pretty similar to what I've been running. A couple cards different, but this is pretty similar to what I've been running. I think this is a pretty solid. Not again, my eyes. I'm sorry, guys. I should have put like a viewer discretion advised thing on the screen or something. I'm sorry. Hope I don't get demonetized that. What to play for Pittsburgh still? I mean, I think the most important thing with Yeah, XYZ always pops in right with the Tropius guy. I think for Pittsburgh, with how wide open this metagame is, it's gonna be super important to play a deck that you know you can play well and you're comfortable with. I think you should do that anyway, regardless of how big or small the meta is. Like, as long as your deck is viable, and there's like probably a dozen decks that could win a tournament or at least go pretty deep. Like, that's one thing I'm always gonna stand by. What? JDX, I don't understand. Nor do I want to understand. Every time I look over at chat, it just gets worse. Oh, Zorobox. I know we have our resident Zorobox fan in chat. Yeah. Be careful, buddy, or I might have to hit the thing. Thank you, Julian. How are things in Argentina? I've never been there. Not that I've traveled to South America too much at all, but I guess Arcanine is for all the... Lost Box definitely takes a special skill set. It's not for everyone. As someone who's played Lost Box at a big tournament, it's cold. I would kind of take that right now. It's been nicer here, but it's been very hot the last few. I don't think Arcanine's... I don't understand. Like, I guess it's like hitting grass weakness or hitting fire weakness on grass types, but like the straight grass decks are not that good, so I wouldn't play this card. It's cool to see something else. How do I sign up for these events? It's this cool website called play.limitlesstcg.com, and they run these... There's all sorts of different tournaments throughout the weeks. This one runs every single Thursday. But like, they pretty much have a tournament every, like, probably every 6 hours or so, or sometimes multiple. I wouldn't worry about JDX Captain. He's just on something tonight. He might have hung out with the Quad Burnett guy a bit too long this afternoon. Alright, really, I guess like Chin Pao's like slowly sliding down the list. I think like Lugia is like kind of gaining a little steam, and Guardy and Teleon are sort of picking up too. But like, this has been the top three for, or not Lost Box, but like Charizard was slipping, but like Miraidon's been in the top three or hovering right around. Charizard is like still dipping, and also that win rate is atrocious. What? Oh man. You beat the turbo with Glamour. Let's go. I don't know what you mean as, or not as, but JDX. And what do I think I want to know? Shadow Rider's kind of interesting right now too. I kind of like this deck because one, I want to try, because like I love how you can drop the Espeon up against the Giratina, and then you get lock the path effect. So they can't Requiem you still, even though Path is in play. I do really want a Manaphy in this deck, because otherwise like Greninja's gonna get an insane amount of value. I do like this deck a lot. Yeah, poor Chin Pao. Yeah, Duraludon. Let's see. Did Duraludon win the first round? Yeah, I'm glad I'm not playing Lugia. It's just Umbreon. Oh, they hit the colorless Lugia. Oof. That's an L. They're playing Path. When Darius doesn't cut anymore, and it's like everything RCS has to be Path to the Peak. Wait, double Arvid? What? You play one tool card. What? Like, surely like 4 Adventure Discoveries is better than 2 Arvids. What? Alright. Yeah. It's not the Quad Burnett guy, it's the guy who's playing a much more sane list. Definitely a much more sober list for sure. Arvin's good in the right situation, but that's not it. That's definitely not it. Tina's popping off, Miraidon's popping off. The Snorlax players, I have mad respect for this deck. Whoa, it's like a Pidgeot Snorlax control deck. That's like an interesting take. It does kind of suck that it's like heavy on the energy denial too, and like you always, like, you're not gonna be getting bricked out by like Iona or Judge, just like totally destroying your hand, but like also having a 2-price bench sitter sucks that you can't pick up in any way. I'm scared of Quad Burnett. I'm just not really scared of Quad Burnett, or maybe that person could do to me. I don't know. Quad Brunette is just built different. It's scary. Scary what? Okay. Oh, Tate's, he's playing Arceus Heavy Arc Charizard. So we have, oh, 91 out of 91 Pidgeot EX stall. Well, I know, Bird Boy's oops, that's the wrong one. Bird Boy's definitely a name that I recognize. Always playing some sort of control, like 4-0 for the Snorlax, and I'm pretty sure his favorite Pokemon is Pidgeot. It's like all of his control decks, he always tries to work in like, at least one Pidgeot. Alright. Tina this round. I'm much more happy with this matchup. All the cards they can discard. Yeah, for sure. Alright, Snorlax is gonna be clutch in this matchup. I'm like, really, because like the Lugia deck just has 2 Snorlaxes and then it's done. But what about a deck that has like even more Snorlaxes, like 4 or 5 Snorlaxes? 5 is kind of unlikely because we only have 4 gates, but that's why I kind of would maybe be okay like putting a Rhyhorn in here too. I just like don't know where the spot is. I threw this deck together sort of last minute. I didn't have too much time this afternoon to test it at all, so I know it definitely can be improved. Loki, I think you can just play 1 Brunette. Like 2 is kind of safe, but like after turn 1 and turn 2, Brunette sucks. Like you'd rather it be like How or a Hop or whatever the +3 card in format is. Snorlax deck, not today. But the Snorlax decks are doing well. Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm playing Snorlax again, but the other Snorlax today. I got you. I was confused because I thought you meant the Snorlax stall deck, so I debated myself. I overthought it per usual with me. Who are we up against this round? Who are we up against? It's Hulk, so they have not got my friend request yet, or not accepted it at least. Or are they offline? Not yet. Dang. Well, I guess they haven't checked in. That's sort of important. Oh no. You're up against a Snorlax deck strong? What? Are you still playing PAL? That's kind of a rough matchup for PAL. I'd be pretty scared of that deck too. I guess I just like hope I just open Snorlax. As long as I don't open with Radiant Greninja or Kyogre, like even Kyogre I can just spam Surf. Well, I guess Manaphy's pretty bad. So my opponent is not checked in yet. There's a minute left. Did they check in the first round? Okay, they checked in the first round. There we go. They checked in. Better late than never. Alright. Quad Brunette on top. Yeah, I'm right on Raichu. Yeah. Yeah, that should be a pretty good matchup for Glamora. Unless they get unless you set up kind of slow and they can get energies built up for a Raichu knockout. That's really the only thing that they have, and you got that's path. Like if you can turn one path them and make it so they can't tandem unit, that'll be pretty tough. Miraidon hates getting pathed first. Like if they can use other abilities and then path you, they like that. But they don't like getting pathed before they can tandem unit. You have a blue screen here, but it's like not working. Why live? I love this client. Mareep starter. Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. Trong up against that. That might be the game. Sucks. Like it's like GG turn. I guess I'm going to try one more time going in and out here. Oh cool. Yeah, it's kind of game, and it's just turn. We're just turn 1. Is it one of those people who are playing a ton of hammers, or are they playing something else? Like are they just playing like more of the straight like walling stuff, like trying to be more retreat lock? Because there was one person playing a ton of hammers. What's up, Chaos? Go in second. Rotom and Pidgeot. Okay, this seems much better. Like and sub. I don't think they're bots, but yeah, I appreciate telling them to like and sub. It'd be sick if we can get a turn 1 Thumping Snore. we got some good cards. Even like a turn 1 Moonlight Shuriken. Definitely could happen. Giratina is not their best attacker in this matchup. Psychic for the retreat. So what are their... Oh man, all you have to do is tell them to sub, and they sub, I guess. Thank you, Chaos. Thank you for insulting my viewers. It seems to have worked. They're playing 2 Crams, but only 2 Rods. Okay. Okay, Cramorant's an excellent find. I'm gonna go get the other Comfey and the Radiant Greninja. We have both Snorlaxes, we have Pidgeot. We have all of our Colresses. We prized 2 gates, that's tough. And then we prized a grass and a water? No, yeah, we prized a grass and a water. Okay. I think that's correct. We won't be needing Zapdos, and I don't necessarily need VIP. Let's go ahead and concealed out the water. I need a Psychic. So I would love to be able to Moonlight Shuriken this turn. Okay, for a Seal Stone. And we have the back already in hands. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's just push the chips in here and see if we can get there. Alright, this will be 4. Nest Ball? Oh, that's a painful one. I need one more. If I could find Nest Ball or Battle VIP. This goes from Pidgeot. That'll work. That'll work. That's very good. So let's start Alchemy. Make sure I have a water in deck. That'd be pretty bad to leave myself without a water. Alright, we have water, so I'm gonna get the Switch Cart. Let's Lost Vacuum. We won't be needing Kyogre. And we'll send, so that is 7 on the first turn. And that's gonna be a 2-prize knockout with Radiant Greninja. Bust the deck. This is what we wish we could have done last game. Absolutely insane setup. I'll put down the Cram too, just so we have that guy aboard, and we'll switch carts, and then we'll send the Pidgeot back into the deck. This is why I wanted to really have Pidgeot in this list. For single prize matchups like this, I can just be able to take advantage of for a Seal Stone, and then also not to the liability on the bench. My hand's looking pretty dead after this, so hopefully we can find some nice cards. Water Energy is pretty nice. Hopefully we can find one of our Mirage Gates. Alright, good. Very good. Hey, it's kind of the name. Only if I want to Squawk and got path straight away. That's rough, Joshy. Are they even playing Manaphy? They are, but like, damage has already been done. I think you still probably go for Manaphy. That's a pretty bonkers to turn 1. It's gonna be hard for them to like not only keep up because we're like 2 prizes ahead, but then even deal with this Radiant Greninja in a timely fashion. Only 1 Comfey in play, so getting to gate this turn's gonna be pretty hard. Like I guess if they could respond with their own Radiant Greninja, that'd be pretty good. They just concede. Wow. All right, well we'll take that one. They could not find the cards, so that's a good game for us. That was pretty sick. Turbo Lost Box. Busted deck. Turbo living up to himself. I try, guys, I try. All right. Wow, there's still a ton of matches done. I was pretty sure we'd be one of the first ones at done. A double no-show at 1-1? You'd never see that. What? The odds of not only one 1-0 no-showing, but two and they actually face each other? Yeah, there's quite a few no-shows. Even at 1-0, I guess people are not ready for the round to start this quickly. Wow. Yeah, lots of no-shows. Interesting. Okay, so let's... The Zoro box is 1-0. And facing Miraidon should be a pretty good matchup. Always gotta cheer for the Zoro box. Okay, so after the first round, Goodra also doing well. These just like boring barrel Goodra builds, like nothing too crazy about them. Box and Path I think is pretty good. These are just pretty standard Art Goo builds. Tinkaton 1-1. We gotta check out the 1-0 Tinkaton. What did they face? They beat a Tina. That's impressive. And this shouldn't be too bad of a matchup. Are they playing Melodic? They're not. What? Okay, I gotta check this out. What is going on here? Just not even Curlia. It's just like, what does Faulkner do? Oh, draw 4 basically. I don't know if I don't really know what to think about this. Rotom V Star W churn and get some more cards. We're like really reliant on getting a super stout setup and getting lots of Tinkaton, baby Tinkatons down. Like if I only use like 1 or 2 in the late game, I don't like care. I usually don't, but I don't like care. Yeah, Tier 2 with Palkia, nice. Keychain and VMAX. Yeah. I don't know how this deck just surely you just get absolutely bodied by Path. Or not Path, but Judge and Iono. Like if I'm basically an Arc Path deck, like what do I do? These online tournaments, you always see some wild stuff come out. Crazy. Other went, well, there's a 2-0 other. It's this crazy deck. Well, I haven't hit a Lost box yet, but this is pretty spicy. The Palafin box deck. Pretty cool. The double Cyclizar. Double Path. Seems a bit heavy on the waters maybe, but I don't know. It seems pretty spicy. I'd love to see a Thornton in here just to pull the Slowbro out of nowhere. I still have a hard time believing you ever beat Lost Zone, but at least it's something different. 2-0. They beat 2 meta relevant decks. So let's see what else in the other category is doing well. Is there someone else who's 1-0? It's the Chi-Yu player. Oh yeah, this is Clamora. Dang. Yeah, that was someone here in chat. The other 2 are both going 1. Okay, what else is doing well? This one person's been playing Mario Regieleki for like the last, like 4 or 5 tournaments. They've been playing pretty much all the tournaments I have been doing, and they've been doing pretty decent with Mario Regieleki, who did the Torterra win. What? 100% win rate for Torterra. Literally trying to pump the numbers. 100% win rate. Torterra is I guess it's gonna always stick at 100%. Maybe that's the goal. Are these Gita Dragos? They're not. Oh, this is kind of yucky. No, get away, ad. Got Dawing, started cramping, top deck boss. I'm sorry, that's rough. I think the Grant edition's pretty cool, but thoughts on Zard Lost Box? It's interesting. How did I end up doing in that one tournament last night? Where was it? It's a Stuben one. Here we go. It got top 4 last night. It's an interesting deck. I don't think it really is much. There's like other builds of Lost Box that are better, but I think it's like it might be the best way to play ZardX, honestly. I don't know. ZardX has been kind of underwhelming. At least the Arceus version has been doing pretty poorly online. And not a ton of people have been playing like this particular build, like heavy stops. I think it's okay. I think Zard is okay in general, so you're not going to be quite as consistent with this build. Like, you still have like lots of 4-ups, so you shouldn't be that inconsistent. But it is Lost Box. You got, and like, you're not playing Gates. You're just gonna like relying on Infernal Rain. It's a cool concept because like you're always gonna be falling behind with Lost Box. You have Cramorant to set the table for Zard knockouts early on. You have Sableye to finish them off. We have a very thin Sableye package, so you're very much a Charizard deck still. You pretty much just have the Cram presence in the early game. I don't really care for Iono. I said that before, but I guess like you just really want to get to like you. Yeah, you're a Lost Box deck, but you like, don't care about being like, you don't necessarily need to play Colress turn 1. You really just need to get to 4. That's it. And yeah, I think it's alright. It's different build of Lost Box, because you're like not really trying to be heavy on the gate, you're not really trying to be too heavy into Sableye, so you like, don't really need to just go super fast. You can kind of play slowly and just sit by and cram the first couple turns. I might have to give this a try on the channel. I like built it early on and my list was pretty bad, so it didn't do very well. I think it's just it's something interesting. 34 matches left. So what all is sitting at 2 now? Oh, this is the Palkia here that is in chat, right? Yeah, it is. Good job. Arcturago. I still want Regidrago to be good so bad. Oh, excuse me. Already yawning, this is bad. No, how do you lose to Miraidon? Bad Zorobox. Yeah, I think that the Zard deck can kind of get away with it though, because like most builds, I'd rather have Roxanne over Iono pretty much in every single instance, because yeah, I can Iono early on, but if I'm not playing Colress turn 1 or turn 2, I'm probably losing. But at least with the Zard builds, like you just, as long as you can get to 4, you're not really you don't really care too much after that. Like yeah, you want to get to 10 eventually, but you only play 1 Sableye, 1 Energy, so yeah, I don't know. This list is kind of funky. Cause like I'd rather play more Zinnias, honestly. Yeah, Regidrago's greedy. Dang, I thought I first read that was really guardy. I was like, what? Oh yeah, greedy. I can read. What's the one? The one double turbo is just, I guess, for Slowbro. If you're like tied, you can use Slowbro. Take your last prize card. Oh no. I guess I wasn't really that busy today, or just terms of, I guess I was just constantly doing stuff, so dang it. I should have got some coffee before stream. Is Cash still on the Arctina? Or no, Cash is switched over to Lost Tina. Ugh, Quad Path makes me automatically cringe. I guess it's a pretty like cookie cutter build of Tina at this point, but like how is 4th Path the decision over 3rd Rod? Hey Ian, how's it going? I haven't seen one of these streams in a bit, so how's it going? It's like Miraidon. Oh my goodness, how is this dude winning? Maybe I'm missing something with this deck, but like how this person's been doing consistently well with this. Maybe you figure out like a hack with Burnett where like you could like discard those 2 cards and like search your deck for 2 cards or something and put them in your hand. Find an exploit where if you play 4 of them, your deck automatically Life of a PokeTuber for sure. I get that. I'm sure the opening, not necessarily the competitive side, it's probably it is a lot more challenging, at least to get daily content up, because like I can just pull a random deck off Limitless and make a video out of it. Like you gotta find something. I mean, you actually have to spend money on your content to acquire packs, so it'd definitely be pretty hard. Not something I'm interested in doing. I'm fine staying in my lane here. How is Burnett like? How do you say like, you know what? Fourth Burnett is better than third Lugia or fourth Lugia. How are these decisions made? I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. I want to be lost a bet or something. Travel to space, tame dragons, and collect cards. For Burnett's. I should do like some sort of challenge or something on the channel where like if I lose, I should have to play this list. Just because of how cringe it is. Yeah, like maybe we're all playing checkers to their chess, but I don't know. Clefairy 1-1, you'll love to see it. My goodness, the 4 Burnett. Bro said that Burnett was correct. Oh. This deck plays lots of Judge. Yeah, 3 Judge, 4 Iono. You're never building. Might be winning, but well, that particular person, like, let's see. Let's go look on Colorless Lugia. Get out of your ad. I mean, he's got a couple play. Get out of here, ads. You're gonna like. We got a alright, good value 1 Tron. Good job. Like it's got a couple placements on here. That TRT 101 has been the one who's been playing it, and he's got two spots in here. I'm pretty sure that's what. I'm a big Lugia fan. Yeah, that's Quad Burnett, and that's Quad Burnett. They're trying to get me to buy. All the aggressive ads trying to get me to buy NFL Sunday ticket. They know what I want to watch. I'm excited for the NFL season, guys. Football's not my favorite sport, but you miss it after quite a few months off. Boss, yeah, that's pretty much their game plan. Hate boss's orders. Hey, I think it was worse when we had a format with no gust. That was kind of miserable. It was custom catchers or nothing, or Ninetales. That was an interesting format. That was one of those formats though. Like, rarely when I just like throw a deck together the night before or a couple days before, I really do well. That was like the one. Yeah, best is 9, 6, and 2. Like 6 and 2 is still a respectable record. That metagame was the only time I threw a deck together basically the night before and did well. The rest, like, I always like overthink things, over attack my deck, or just make a bad medical. Or I'm like, sometimes there'll be a deck that I'm like on for the event, and I'm just like I'm like locked into that deck. But then like these ones a senior, I like hear things from other people, or I just start to overthink it, and then I'd switch off my deck and go over to something that I wasn't comfortable with, and I would just not do very well. That's why I didn't do as good in seniors. I was too easily influenced by other people. It didn't go with my gut a lot of the time. Yeah. That was an interesting time. Did the Dura win? That's what we're all wondering. No, Dura lost. Gust effects. I think that it sucks though when like Gust effect is locked into one archetype, one very specific archetype. I don't think Boss's Orders is a bad card for the metagame, honestly. And like Pokemon Catcher, like if that becomes your sole gusting card, that's frustrating for a whole different reason. People are gonna be like, this game is so luck-based, my opponent hit more heads than me. So then that's a new problem. The Timmies are gonna be bad no matter what. Or not bad, but mad. I mean, they're gonna be bad too, but Custom Catcher, I think, is like the happy medium. You get like, it's hard to find both in your hands, and you only have 2 gusts per game. But I don't think Boss is necessarily bad. And like, there's like a debate, like, do you even play customs or not? I didn't personally. I did not play customs. That's such an interesting metagame. Let's go find Worlds that year. Let's go find it, because that was such a fascinating metagame. 2019 Worlds. Well, nah. Boss is fine. Like, then people, like, it's just people are not gonna be happy no matter what. Because, like, you take boss away and then be like, I have no way of controlling my opponent's bench. I can't ever, two-shot decks are totally not viable anymore. I think boss is okay. Yeah, it feels good to boss for the game. Like, just you're happy. You get to pick up your cards and take it up for the round. Here it is, 2019 Worlds. What a tournament. Oh, this is so beautiful. This might be, no, it's not peak Pokemon TCG, but it's up there. Pretty excellent format. Oh, Pidgeot control, that deck was beautiful. Toward playing a theme deck, even more beautiful. Look at this. I need to make a super clickbait video how a theme deck nearly won Worlds. Yeah, this deck was wild. No one saw this coming. No one thought to play. Like, the issue with Ninetales was it was hard to always have two energies in your hand to have that gust, but then Tord just said play all the energies. Maybe it's not boss, maybe it's... Well, then just play those decks. Like, you're getting mad, but you're playing Zard Arcanine, so like I can't really help you, buddy. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you get rid of one, you have to deal with the consequence, and I think boss is okay. Like, it's not like you're drawing, like, if you're playing a gust card for the turn. Was Escape Rope in this format? No, because Escape Rope was last printed before this in what? Primal Clash? No, Burning Shadows. I don't think it would have been quite legal then. Let's see. Yeah, Ultra Prism Unified Minds, I do not think it would have been legal. Oh man, I love this deck too. These decks, these are pretty cool. Oh yeah, let's see. Look what Sander played. Sander did not do very well. Sick deck though. Yeah, Slowduck. Where is Sander? Chandelure. I'm pretty sure he's near the bottom. I should just go find his profile, honestly. That would be quicker when you're blind like me. The Fossil deck was... There it is. Did better than I remember. This deck was cool. Yeah, also it's Worlds, so people are like generally like taking their shots. Cool deck. You have a Raconid to wall those fire decks. Got Leavanny to make it unkillable. Eggrow. Then you just have like a ton of tanking and healing stuff, and you just try to have one big unkillable Eggrow. And you have Munchlax for the recovery. Oh, this is awesome. Oh yeah, and then you have Spiderweb that can lock something in the active spot. Pretty good. It can retreat locks. So Sander always has the goods. I played Guardian. I didn't qualify for Worlds that year, but I still went and played in the Open, and I played Guardian. That was my... What? I love Eggrow. I'm not biased at all, but I do quite... I love that card for... Not just... I didn't like it how it was played and expanded. I'm never going to endorse that. But this deck was really cool. This one I made myself. This deck was pretty cool. Having go Eggrow double and have Capes double or Big Charm double plus Plant. That was pretty sick. Yeah, I like that deck a lot. And oops, that was the wrong button. Oh yeah, this one. Where? Okay, no, it was down here, right? Yeah, this might be my best run of all time. Might be my best run. with the good ol' Aggro. Or, well, it was Mew 3 Boomer, but yeah, it had Aggro. Aggro was integral to the deck. Epic deck. I love this. Even with suboptimal Grookey's. I literally just played the shiny Grookey's just so it would match the rest of my Pokemon. You always should play 70 HP Grookey's. I even lost one game because I had the 60 HP ones. Oh, this deck was so cool. I'm still like super triggered on how I lost in how I lost in top 8. I got donked game 3. I was so mad because like as you can see here. What? These ads, I don't want to go to Ecuador. Leave me alone. I was on fire. I was absolutely on fire. I dropped one game in Swiss. It was a wonderful time. The ADP matchup was actually super favored. You won the best ADP matchups in the game. Good times. Love that deck a lot. One of my favorites of the COVID era. Two matches to go. What are some of your guys' favorite decks of during COVID when it was just Limitless? Because obviously my favorite of all time was Gyarados, but there was quite a few others that I had some success with that were a ton of fun. Like even Excadrill, I never had too much success with it, but it was just super fun, so I do have fond memories of that. What are some other funny decks that I've played? Oh, well, I can't remember. I might have to look. There's 2 matches to go, 2 minutes. It is Lost Box, Turbo, or Kyogre up against a single strike Lugia and a Snorlax. Well, this was the one guy who fell out of Lost Box with Tropius. Yeah, I don't think that card's that good. It's like just strictly, I mean, it is good against Lugia. You can one-shot a T-Tar. I don't think you should be playing it. You fell out of the TCG 2017-2018. You came back this year. Yeah, there was some good metagames. Like the starting of COVID in Standard when like it was ruled by ADP. That was not a good meta, but I think after Rebel Clash came out and Dragapult came out, and Dragapult sort of held it in check. Because like the deck, like it could 2-shot stuff. It could set up knockouts on Dedenne. But that original Sword and Shield meta was pretty toxic. Like Lapras VMAX was a horrible deck, but it was like one of like the best non-ADP decks at the time. That was like right in the first Players Cup. Remember how horribly the first Players Cup was run, where you had to have tournament tickets to play in it. Like people who like played, like would spend their tickets to get packs, couldn't do the Players Cup because they'd have 0. And then they just had the whole key thing for the rest of them. But that first Players Cup, there was so much backlash for that. Let's see how our top decks are doing. Giratina fell below 50%. Lost Box over, Miraidon over. But Chin Pao is like always not doing super good. What's Chin Pao's win rate overall? 46%? I feel like it's always lower when I play tournaments. Palkia is doing quite well. Palkia, oh yeah, that's the one guy in chat. And yeah, another 2-0. Alright, so we got a couple ties then, it looks like. Yep, a couple ties. That's like the one fear of playing. Oops, next round's up. Alright, we are up against Giratina once again. So let's get it. I'm definitely okay with this matchup. My opponent will probably draw better than my opponent did last time. Yeah. It just does 240 though. Like it's not that impressive of a hit. Like it's not totally useless in other matchups. Like it's pretty good against single strike Lugia, but Chin Pao definitely does not feel very good. It feels awesome when it flows and you get turn 2 backs, draw all your energies right, and pop them for a big one hit. when the deck is not working, it feels so horrible. It feels like you're playing a theme deck. So you're drawing a ton of energies. You don't find your Pokemon. You play like 4 or 5 actual supporters that do something. Yeah, it's a pretty hardcore deck. I do think there's a lot of bad lists with Chin Power right now. I'm resetting my game. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I don't. It's not one of my favorite decks either. It feels very low skill, and there's like just like cross with your clones, like pretty much the only way you can outplay your opponent. Otherwise, you're like sort of at like you play so little hand disruption, you're sort of at the mercy of whatever they have. So you can't really mess with their board state or draws too much. Like if they bench Manaphy, you have to like pull up the crazy clone cross with your play, but like that eats up a ton of spots, which might be playing into why the deck is kind of inconsistent. Everyone's Pikachu rank now. It's like a mob of Pikachus on my friend's screen. Kind of basic in my opinion. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, it is a very linear deck. That's why I definitely prefer like the Palkia Chin Pao build. It's not nearly as linear. You have a few more options, but also it's more of a Palkia deck than a Chin Pao deck. So I wouldn't really go out and call it. Maybe the correct call is to go second in this matchup. Try to take the first prize. But we're not gonna draw as hot as we did last time. Still a pretty good hand though. We're still pretty good hands. And we have the Hisuian Heavy Ball, so I don't have to prize check. Absolutely amazing. That's like the reason you play 4 Hisuian Heavy Balls in every deck, so you don't have to spend 5 minutes prize checking every game. Pro tip. It's your Alloutblitzle pro tip of the day. Always play 4 Hisuian Heavy Balls IRL, so you don't have to waste 5 minutes. Like, guarantee cuts down on ties significantly if everyone would make this innovation. Yeah. It's definitely pretty overrated. I think though it's like people could play it better, but they just don't. They're just like they're kind of content with it being bad or suboptimal. So that it's just like you can't help those people. I've tried. All right, so we get the Greninja out of the prizes. Got a couple flower selectings here. Colress. I always hate having the Lost Zone switching cards. If I don't have to, I really prefer to never do that. Speaking of, I could conceal and draw a few more cards, but I don't want to ditch another switching card, so we'll bench the Greninja. Are they playing Iono or Roxanne? And we just bench Cram regardless. Let's see. Come on, limit this load. I want to check if they're playing. They're playing 2 Ionos, so let's just drop the Cram just so we have easier time finding knockout next turn. And like you should never bench a second Pokemon here. You never want to you never want me to rope into Manaphy. Like I guess you're probably playing Switch regardless, but like just bench one Pokemon. Like that stereotype. Oh wow, Boss and Rocks. That was a loaded Colress then. I think it's just because nothing's really rogue right now. Just there's like probably 10 or a dozen decent decks or pretty good decks. There's not a whole lot of there's not like BDIF or like a hard #1 only S tier deck in format. There's like a ton of decks that are just like trying to hard counter that. It's really tough to be a counter deck in this current meta when there's several decks that could claim to be the best deck in format. I do not think Giratina is BDIF. I don't think it is. I just think that this format, I guess maybe in the if it always reaches its power ceiling, then yes, Giratina is the best deck, but it also does not hit its power ceiling that often, or not as often as you really should be to be considered the best deck. Let's do that. So we at least can punch with Cram this turn. Yeah, punching with Cram's pretty good, so can chuck the vac. I think I just hit. I don't really care. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't need to spend my cards yet. We'll bench that. Hit for 110. I'm hoping with Worlds being a one-day event now, we like start to see the return of this surprise deck. Because like really since, I mean, 2019 Worlds had a couple surprises, but like the last like major breakthrough is like Mega Audino. We've had like a couple. Like what else has been like towards top 4 deck from 2019. Even Blau is making it to finals with Shintaro playing. It was kind of a surprise in 2019. There's like always that one deck that's like super hyped up going into day 1. People bill it as like automatically make day 2 if you play this deck. Bro, I will give you the Greninja. Everyone built like it was Mewtwo v Union last Worlds, and everyone like there was so much Ice Rider day 1 that the Mewtwo v Unions did garbage. So there's like so few Mewtwo v Unions in day 2 because those people pivoted over to something else. And there's not going to be that sort of like that was a huge advantage for day 2 players. That's not going to be there anymore. So hopefully we start to see like some more crazy anti-meta stuff pop up. So we see a bring me up to 9. Not quite gonna be able to get to Lost Mine this turn. I'll just slap my Greninja. So I'd like to be able to 2-lax this turn. Manaphy's a good find. Alright, I'm just gonna take Cart, Rod, and Grass. I'll throw away the Art and the Fighting. So they play how many waters? 2 or 3? They play 0 waters. Alright, well I don't have to worry about benching Manaphy then. We have 7, but I'm just like kind of I think we can use one of these. This is okay. Flower selecting. Dang it. Sableye is good. Oh. Alright, we'll just attach retreat and spit. I want to hold my cards at least as many times as possible, like save them for like the heals. Like maybe next turn we promote Radiant Greninja and heal the card damage so we can be out of Lost Mine 2 prize range. But Whiffed Gate, Whiffed Colress, not really too much. We didn't really get too much going that turn. I just know we had Colress. What am I talking about? Like follow up Colress is what I mean. We have 8. Like I've had to really ditch the ropes pretty badly these games today. They get the Sableye down and they're up to 10. They find a Mirage Gate. They throw out a Super Rod. How many of those do they play? Just the 2 rods, so they're not gonna have tons of options. Go into the Sableye and they're gonna take knockout, and take 2 prizes, but then I can just respond back with Cramorant. I don't know, I'm actually okay with that. I'm pretty okay with that. Getting the switches thrown to the bottom kind of sucks, but at least, okay, I'm not okay with it. Never mind, I take it back. I'd like my old hand back, please. Game, can I have my old hand back, please? Oh, not an option, sorry. So I can take my Radiant Greninja to take out a Comfey. I can just spit for the knockout. The cool thing about getting the early spit on this Tina is now it is in what's it called? Snorlax range. So that is a positive for sure. And they have no Radiant Greninja. So like if I force them to use their other Super Rod here in the early game, I don't need Art right now. Art just kind of helps them. So I'll establish the pivot on the bench Comfey and take this knockout with the Cramorants. So they are ahead on prizes. My hand's looking kind of rough. Now Comfey's not helpful. We do have the recycler to put some cards back in. Yeah, we're only down 2 energy. I feel like we were down a lot more than that. Super Rod. So that's all the rods. Like if we KO Manaphy with Lost Mine, they cannot get it back unless I'm mistaken here. There's no Clara. There's just 2 rods, and one of them is in the Lost Zone. So that's good with me. So they've actually triple boss. So there's 2 of those gone. Wow. They've also spent quite a few switching cards. They play triple rope, triple cart, and also triple jet. So that's pretty much everything for them then. Having Jets. That is all their carts and all but one row. So let's promote the Comfey. Kind of an awkward position that I'm in right now. I need to get a flower selecting to cooperate. How many do I have in the Lost Zone? This will be 9. Ugh. Nest Ball doesn't really do too much. Like, I don't have art if I need to go find a Sableye. This is kind of bad. FSS is solid. Okay, let's do this. Do this. Let's go ahead and grab a Colress. And well, let's just find ourselves some cards. How about it? And yeah, I'm going to art down a Sableye. And then we're going to try to Lost Mine and knock out the Manaphy this turn. So let's do that. We're not going to Pidgeot. Come on. Let me play Colress. Thank you. Heart is good. Sableye is good. Or Rod is good. Sableye? I think I actually like this a little more. Yeah. I already have the Recycler. I just bench this to play around Diano. I have Vanishing Wings. Then I will attach. I have enough, right? Okay, good. I'm not tripping. So we'll just do that. Do I have energies to pump into play? Not really. Play 11. There's 4, 5, 9. Here, let's just do this just for. I know Recycler for 3 is rough, but I want to. We don't really need. Actually, yeah, we'll keep the 1/1 splits. I'll do this. I'll do this. So I have 4 prizes on the board. I don't necessarily need to knock out this Giratina if I don't have to. So let's do this. Take the knockout, and then I'll dump. We can just do this and just put this in range of a Lost Mine. And yeah, we definitely have the lead, have the advantage here. And we got, like, without Radiant Greninja, I'm so much more flexible with my board. Sorry guys, I didn't really pay attention to chat that turn, so hopefully the whole you're screwed wrong. Dang. How come? So my opponent's probably just gonna like go like 4, 8 maybe. Are they gonna pull up the Snorlax? My hand is dead. Oh no. 3-0 with Palkia. Good job. Congratulations. This is scary. We have 1 card left and 1 rope left. And an absolutely brutal hand. Punished for not for playing the gate. Yeah, that's the game. That's for sure the game. Wow. I feel like I kind of threw that. Well, maybe not. Kyogre gives us an out to win it, maybe. No, they just go 7-5, win it, right? Yeah. Yeah, I totally chucked that one. They still do have a Sableye left, so. But yeah, they just win it. Wow. Thank you, I guess. Dang it. They just win. What are they doing? Alright, well maybe they don't see it, but they just go 7-4 and take the game. PDIF. Maybe they just don't see it? They have 2 prizes left. They just take 2 and win. Okay. They don't see it. We have a chance. Wait. No, they evaded me. Wow. Well, this did not go as well as I would have hoped, guys. It just lost box things. I got punished for playing that gate though. If I can take the knockout on the Sableye, then I'm at least able to play the game there. But dang, I really should just keep playing Lugia. When I don't play Lugia, these tournaments do not go as well for some reason. Funny how that works. Well, I cannot make top cut now. I don't think there's any way that I make top cut. Losing this early, this poor of a record. Only an hour-long stream, guys. This is kind of pathetic. This is one of my worst tournaments in a while. Dang. I wanted to try something new, and we get absolutely bodied for it. It was just some weird hands. Kind of the things that happen with Lost Box. It just kind of sucks. Well, I can drop. I could just keep playing. You know what? I'm gonna drop from the tournament, but we'll stick around and I'll play some ladder for a little while. And yeah. But that first round we just like drew poorly against me. We just drew we just couldn't draw our cards in the right order. And then we just clapped a Tina, and then that round I was like sort of screwed up. I could have maybe put them in a harder spot, but missing, what was that? When we missed the, like when they were able to pull ahead of us early on with the Sableye. Yeah, when they went to Sableye for 2 prizes, that was kind of the beginning of the end for us. Try Lost Box Charizard EX. Perfect deck has been built. What's that, DJ? All right, let's get us. I probably should have chose to go second in that matchup too. I think in Lost Box Mirrors, I probably should choose to go second. Oh, for sure. That's definitely correct order of operations, Captain. Without a doubt. So we'll Art, get in that Comfey. And let's see. I would prefer to be able to hold. Ugh. I'd prefer to be able to hold the Forest Seal. I think we will for now. We might. Let's just see what this Comfey gets us. Oh my goodness. I can get VIP, but like, doesn't really help me. I guess. Yeah, Lost Teen is pretty solid in best of 3. It's Lost Box but bad. That's kind of the twist. No, I'm just kidding. We're playing 2 Snorlaxes. We're playing a Virizion EX, so like we can have a grass attacker for Zari, which we did not face in any in this tournament. And yeah, that's about it. And it's just Kyogre Lost Box aside from that. I guess I'll just this is not good. We'll just do that. We'll get rid of that. Man, busted Pokestop. Yeah, I'll stream for a little bit longer. Yeah, Lost Box mirrors are tough. Pretty luck based, honestly. Like, yeah, there's some skill involved, but Lost Box, I don't know. I get kind of burnt out on playing Lost Box after a while, just because like the hands are like, it's just depressing to play Lost Box after too long, because you just get hands that are kind of dumb, and it's just annoying. All right, see ya. See you guys. I lost the first round to Mew because I literally could not draw my cards in the correct order to save my life. And I had all my energies in hand, all my recovery cards in hand, but I couldn't draw my Pokemon to attack with them. And or Mirage Gates, and then I beat a Giratina and I lost to a Giratina. I was just too slow in the Lost Box Mirror. Never actually got swinging with Snorlax. I did not use Thumping Snort. I used 1 Thumping Snort to KO a Meloetta. That was literally the only time I used it. Alright. Well, this is kind of big. This is kind of big. What? I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, gotta do this first. I'm sorry that they're bullying you, but what? I mean, Lost Box isn't boring. It's always an experience. It's just kind of a. Sometimes that's a crappy experience, and it's sometimes it's an amazing experience, and otherwise, and other times it's not such an amazing experience. But that's all right. All right, let's get the insane Radiant Greninja value. What's point? Lost Box mirrors? I'm good. I'm good. I really should have stick to the plan and played Lugia, honestly, but I wanted to mix it up. The last 2 days I've been trying to play something different, and I've got pretty much punished for it. I hadn't had any. Like yesterday, I had a lot of fun with Snorlax. It just wasn't that good, and we had like definitely winnable games. That like we should have beat that Miraidon if we would have set up. But that's okay. I just should have played Lugia, honestly. It goes that way sometimes. Let's see. Are there any tournaments tomorrow that would be worth playing in? It kind of sucks. I just like dropped from a big tournament like super early, just because the deck didn't work. But I guess I could go. Yeah, it's not really a tournament I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. So maybe I'll do viewer battles tomorrow. Hisuian Art Copperajah. Maybe I'll do viewer battles tomorrow, or maybe I won't stream at all. I don't know. Looks like my opponent is disconnected, so we're gonna win this one. Let's do this. I don't know if they mean Copperajah EX or what that Copperajah you're talking about is. Kind of sounds like kind of a crazy deck, honestly. Sounds pretty wild. I don't know who Technoblade is. I've said this before on stream. I'm pretty boring. I don't do too much outside of Pokemon. I'm not a very exciting. I just don't really venture out of this space too often. I think my opponent disconnected, so. Or it's 3 prizes ahead regardless, so whether they're disconnected or not. Yeah, this should be a dub then. Unless the guys I'm totally crazy. They like pull out their own mini grenade and knock out both of my Comfeys. I can show you the other Lost Box idea I had too. Yeah, 3 metal energies is pretty is not good. I don't know how do you plan to power that up? Are you like, you know, a Mirage Gate deck? There's no metal sauce there. Are you like Gita or something? Like how do you plan to power that up? All right, my opponent just disconnected, so we good. All right, we can do a couple of viewer battles now. Anyone in chat wanna battle me right now? I could do some more tomorrow. Yeah, that was cool. That was like a couple Wednesdays ago. On a message retracted. All right. Well, if you can get in there, Blaziken, you can have the first game. This was the other Lost build I had in mind. It was like not Kyogre, but Wo-Chien instead. I don't know. That's just what it says. It says that you retracted your message, so I know you were just trying to hide from me. It's okay. Oh wow. That's kind of sad. Everyone's Pikachu rank now. Everyone, literally everyone. People that aren't the ones who haven't logged in and reset themselves yet. Well, if anyone in chat wants to battle me, then let me know. I'll do a couple, maybe stream for like another half an hour to an hour or so, and then I'll call it, I guess. Maybe I'll work on another video tonight, because maybe I can get something up tonight. Battle me, Captain. I don't know if Blaziken was serious about doing one now, but yeah, if you want to battle me, Captain, I'm down. What does Virizion do? Virizion gives our Pokemon with Grass Energy attached immunity to special conditions, so it shuts off, like Snorlax can't put itself to sleep, and is a grass attacker that can one-shot Charizard. Alright, no problem, Captain. I don't know if let's see, do we play more? Yeah, I'll play more of this deck. I didn't really ever like do the thing though. Like, we got to the Kyogre late game against Mew, but we had to spend too much. We didn't get to do anything prior to that, basically, so it was too little too late. So we didn't really get to use too much of the deck. It was just Sableye and Cram. Alright, well there's my thing with when you're ready. Just send over the friend request and we'll give it a try. I should play Snorlax. I like this deck a lot too. It's not super good. I should just build this and bring this to League on Sunday or on Saturday. It'd be very funny. There are some Tina players though in my area, so that would not be fun. Getting set up, Captain. So I'm gonna check on my other screen here what's doing well in the tournament right now. What all is 3-0? RC Scooter still doing very well. Palkia, Snorlax stall. Like, what's the best Snorlax stall list? It's the Pidgeot one, and then something pretty similar to what we played yesterday, except playing like 3 Temple of Sinnohs, like a lot more Sinnohs. Interesting. And just no Psychic Energy, just Waters. I don't hate that. I think you need the Psychic though to have an offensive win condition and best of 1. I think you definitely could cut the V-Guard. Like, what's V-Guard even for, really? Yeah. And not playing the Guardy. Like, Guardy is just there to make it so your crab can live Lost Impacts. But it's pretty similar to what I was playing yesterday. And the other one was the Pidgeot build. Honestly, I think cutting Flannery is probably good. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's do this and do this. Playing 4 gears, 4 nest, 4 cross. Like, oh, I gotta make another one of these? Okay. I'll do it. What else did they cut to fit all this stuff? They like are playing a catcher now too. They're playing double Hisuian. I guess they're just playing 9 Pokemon. They don't have. They only have 1 Rotom. I guess they're like playing Hisuian instead of Rotom. And they're not playing the Radiant Guardy. So I would like to have another Temple of Sinnoh for sure, but I don't like what's the cut? I guess this is probably a fine cut. Sure, let's just. There we go. We fixed it. We fixed Snorlax stall. Yes, Captain. PCGO has to update. No problem. I'll play Captain first, and then I'll play you after this one, Blaziken. Sorry, I was. Do I need to reset? I think full arts are pretty respectable. Alright, I'll restart then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like full arts too. I just like the alts more. Okay. There we go. Put your IRL deck together online. Alright, go ahead. Another question is, chat, do I stick to the plan and play Lost Box, or do I like switch over to Snorlax or something funny? I think we should well, I guess if I played, if I like played this, I could like record it and turn it, or record this and turn it into a video and get my content made for me. Ooh, like that. All right, let's do it then. Okay, so you're Burmy, but looks like you are offline though. So I don't know what that's all about. I don't know. Live is weird. Why is live dead? I don't even see you on my list anymore. Oh, there you are. You're all the way near the bottom. Well, are you gonna relog, Captain, or what's the? Or is just the game not cooperating? And oh, do we play the Wo-Chien builds? You know what? I have your as the blue light. It did have the blue light. What's going on even? Do I need to restart again? Alright, there we go. Alright, let's give the Wo-Chien Lax deck a try. See if it does better than our previous builds of Lost Box that we were trying. Alright, so let's see. Alright guys, this is gonna be in a YouTube video, so I'm gonna be ignoring chat for the next this whole game. Okay guys. I'm being lazy, I don't have to record another game and I can just use this in a video. Alright, so we're gonna be trying a new build of Lost Box today. We'll be playing this Snorlax Wo-Chien builds. Pretty bad hand, honestly. We got Colress, but we don't have too much else here. We're up against an opposing build of Lost Box. I'm pretty intrigued to see like how well is Snorlax just a huge carry in this matchup, or like can they still find prizes across my bench? Going second definitely is pretty solid in the Lost Zone mirror match. So there is Vacuum getting Lost Zone. They're on Nest Ball, so they're setting up themselves quite okay. They got down double Comfey. They got the retreats. So I'm missing the Battle VIP Pass, and we don't know what build they're playing yet. Like Lost Box is pretty ambiguous. Like and water really doesn't tell us much either. It could be Turbo, could be Tina. That the boss getting lost in doesn't really tell us a lot. It is Tina with Vacuum and boss. Okay. So I don't know if actually benching Tina in this match is good for my opponents. Oh, if I get a Radiant Greninja play, oh wait, yeah, I forgot, I'm not playing that build anymore. Actually, I think I do. Yeah, we do have the 2 waters, so maybe we can pull it off. This hand's pretty rough. Like I want all these, honestly. I don't want to have to. Do we have a gate in hand? I can't afford to lost in 2 gates. It's either Snorlax or Cart. I guess we'll do this. Very, very painful though. Get up to 3. Hopefully we can find a Battle VIP Pass off of this Comfey. No. Alright, well, we're in a pretty dire spot here. I guess, do we care? Yeah, we probably should play around the Greninja, so let's just pass, and our hand's looking pretty bad. So let's see where my opponent can get going. If they get this Comfey, we're absolutely in top deck mode. There's like nothing we can do about it. So they're actually playing Ultra Ball. I have mad respect for Ultra Ball in Giratina builds. I think you should. I just think it's a card that should be more explored because the deck feels pretty inconsistent. I think it can be more consistent if people want it to be. There's like kind of wired to say like Path to the Peak is so good, Path and everything, and no one dares to question if that really is actually true. Still playing the water energies though, so I guess Lost One means Radiant Greninjas. Last life could be an option for them. I guess we do bench Manaphy anyway, so they have 8 concealed cards. I'm really hoping that they do not find a knockout. If they miss this knockout with Cramorant, we at least can see some more cards. And if we rope, okay, I'll go into Manaphy. That's fine. If they want to knock out Manaphy instead of Comfey, I'm all for that. But like, I guess they can just like Abyss Seeking, and that's pretty good for them. Because I'm pretty unlikely to be able to pressure them too. I'll pressure them too much. So they get into the Tina V-Star. They benched the Sableye, but they're still a ways off Lost Mine. 6. So they still are not going to get there this turn. They actually benched a second Tina. Oof, I don't think that's that. I guess they're gonna try Abyss Seeking. Personally, I would have just not evolved an Abyss Seeking here and not be bench locked. That was sort of unnecessary. Now I have like 4 prizes right here. I think that makes my overall game plan easier, except like I don't have too much going on. So that they did throw a Recycler and a Rope into the Lost Zone. Let's hard retreat, go into Comfey. Hopefully get something going. Bar selecting. Really nothing going here now. Like I can get art, doesn't really do too much. So I guess we'll just take the rod. I'll bench another Comfey and we'll pass. 4 in the Lost Zone turn 2. Our attempt on Turbo Lost Box is not going so turbo. Like, fortunately for us, my opponent is not, like, going super turbo either. But, like, now they're going to go to Lost Mine, and, like, whoever Lost Mines first usually wins these mirror matches. But we do have, like, some more, like, the Roxanne and Snorlax. It's like, maybe we can throw a wrench into that. But, like, yeah, we're just super far behind. Like we're not even going to be able to Lost Mine next tournament, most likely. The energy on Sableye, so Lost Mine is for sure coming our way. Cards. Playing, all their waters are accounted for already. They still got lots of switches. Should have at least 3 more. Double Recycler. Is this like Giratina with like Kyogre? That'd be kind of crazy. I don't think I've seen that before. I've seen Goodra play Kyogre. That's the peak. I doubt they're playing Ogre. That'd be pretty saucy though. Escape Rope. Let's go into the other Comfey. And then yeah, Sableye is coming through. Yeah, there's not much we can do. Mirage Gate. I guess we really need this flower selecting to hit, or we're just probably gonna be too far behind because they're probably gonna go 7 and 5 or 7 and 5 here. They're slamming down all the Mirage Gates. Did they lost on one earlier? No. They're definitely getting going. It's interesting. Like I don't know why they're gating super early like this. I guess they are bench locked, but it sort of rules out. I think 4 waters actually. Wow. No, they threw some back. I think what would have been interesting was like holding that gate and then like knocking out Manaphy and then they're knock out Sableye actually. That's pretty good for them. I guess my goal next turn is to use Snorlax. Oh, they tried to put counters on Snorlax. Oops. They tried to put 4 counters on Snorlax. They did not read the ability. That is fine. That is fine. So at least that's some ray of hope for us. Colress, alright. Things are starting to turn around. Cram. Rope. That will get me up to 7. I think, do I take rocks? I think so. I'm gonna bench Cram and then slam down Rope and see how they decide to react to it. Honestly, being able to KO Sableye would be nice. I guess we just Cramorant. I'll attach that energy to Snorlax, and then we'll just spit for the knockout. Still super far behind. Like, I guess we're technically tied on prizes, but it feels like we're still behind because they can Lost Mine again. They get 2 Lost Mines before we even can possibly use our first one. I guess like the thing about grabbing Roxanne though is like since they didn't ping, we're probably not going to be able to take 2 prizes next turn, so we're probably not going to be doing too much. Alright, there is a Colress Experiment. Don't I need Ball Surge cards at this point? They will grab their own Cramorants, so maybe they'll be going for that this turn. They have like a lot of energies in play. Yet they will just cart back into Cram. Kind of interesting. I feel like just using Lost Mine again is pretty solid, but I guess they're trying to save Sableye for later. I think I'm just going to promote Snorlax. And how many gates have I used? I guess like getting a Radiant Greninja play would be really good right now, so let's try to get there maybe. Lots of Mirage Gates. Let's see. I guess a water's prized, right? Are other waters prized? So yeah. Scratch that. No Radiant Greninja this game. So we're still gonna flower selecting. I guess just grab Rope. I think it's really too late to be worried about Artazon. Let's retreat. I'm just going to take the knockout with Snorlax. Kind of have to keep some switching cards around so we can get out of this thumping snore. It's unlikely that we're going to wake up, and they're probably just going to pressure our bench with Sableye. The good news is we can slam down Roxanne next turn and start trying to be annoying. Not going to be waking up double tails. So I wonder if they're going to like KO Manaphy and try to set up Comfey, or they'll do like the other way around. Like, what are they playing towards? Radiant Greninja, Radiant Greninja to close out the game, or Sableye. Colress, that's all 4 Colresses. The deck is going to be pretty small for them. Double VIP Pass, absolutely huge. They have all the other Tina. Like, at least I can keep up with them and then be able to, like, Woe Chin and close out this game, like, when they get down to 1 prize. But the thing is, my opponent can manipulate it and make it so they don't ever go out 1 prize if they just want to use Lost Mine. Okay. They'll be knocking out 1 Comfey and pinging the other one. Okay. We're definitely going to be playing Roxanne this turn. Alright. 1 heads, 1 tails. The thing about playing Rope, Chen can snipe 180. That's not good yet. So let's play an escape Rope. Like, they'd probably go into a Giratina V. Oh, I was not expecting that, really. Okay. I think I just Roxanne then. Maybe I should have actually set up a Sableye of my own. I only have 8 though. Oh, now I don't have pivot. Oh man, imagine it if I missed this because of not playing gate. Imagine if we missed this. That'd be so rough. Okay. We at least got. We'll at least be able to take prize cards this turn. The bad news is, like, okay, like my opponent is in a pretty weird spot with with this rope. I think they probably just like soak a hit with Giratina. That's not what I wanted to do, really. I'll just Thumping Snore. I'm really not super thrilled with that, honestly. I guess they use the Lost Impact, and then maybe I can go like Roxanne again, Lost Mine, knock out Sableye. But then they can just go into one prize with Requiem. And then I can't even close out with. Actually, I could if I pinged a couple counters here. I could like try to close out with my own Radiant Greninja. So we have a few options here. They just tried to Requiem. They did not read Snorlax again. What? That is wild. Absolutely insane. Do I just bench Lumineon strictly for a Seal Stone and grabbing Colress? I think so. Also, using Awkward Turn is pretty good right now. Wow, that was wild. My opponent did not read Snorlax again. Throwing for content. Oh no. Okay. I can take this knockout now. Like, all of a sudden, this is not so bad. All of a sudden, we're actually chilling. And we'll just take the 2 prize knock here. Nothing else I want to rod in or anything, so yep, Thumping Snore for the knockout. The issue is like I'm like kind of stuck now. So I'd like to be able to get this energy to the discard pile to use Wo-Chin, because I'm sure they're gonna try to take 2 prizes. Water off the prize is huge because now we can go for a Moonlight Shuriken to potentially close this game. Double heads is also huge, because I have used all my ropes. I think I lost into cart earlier on, so I just have 1 cart left. Like Wo-Chin, like sort of like forces them not to take 2 prizes this turn. Like maybe they just drop Lost Mine. Can we close out this game? They're gonna kill the Comfey and the Manaphy. They're just gonna go for it. I guess they have game on board, so I have to be able to win this turn. And I have 2 different ways I can win. I have Radiant Greninja, and I have Wo-Chin. So let's drop this Ultra Ball. Yeah, we Ultra Ball both these Battle VIP passes. I can grab the Radiant Greninja. Actually being able to use Wo-Chin this turn is going to be sort of challenging. I think I just played use Radiant Greninja. That's probably my most feasible way of winning. Yep, let's just go for it. Gonna still have a relatively thick deck for the amount of cards that we need. Not quite. Not quite, guys. Gotta come out just short. Yeah. I take this knockout, but my opponent just instantly wins with Lost Impact. 1 card off. We literally just needed one of our 2 Mirage Gates. So close. We'll just take the knockout with the Thumping Snore. Just short. And that's even after my opponent's attempted throw. Dang it. Wait, what? They broke Comfey. Absolutely wild. What the heck? Do they realize that they can just Lost Impact for the game? I don't know with this guy. I'm kind of, they tried card for the win. They're out there debating me. So yep. GG's, Captain. Bubba Gamer, Blaziken Boy was next. And then I don't know if I'll do any more VRLs after that, but maybe. Blaziken, are you still in chat? Are you still? Sorry, Jose. I was just focused on that game. If I think Colress Lugia is a pretty good pick right now. I would just make sure that you're playing the. You've crossed Snorlax ability twice. You're playing the Radiant Charizard, Vacuum, and Luminous. If you're worried about Miraidon, if you're worried about lots of Miraidon in your area. Alright, Blaziken, that's my name right up there. Hopefully I'm not blocking it. Blaziken is here. Sorry about that. I was like trying to focus on the game because I was like maybe would turn that into battle for YouTube, but I don't. I'm gonna try to get a video up tonight maybe. So no guarantees that I'll get to you tonight. Tournament went bad. 1-2 drops. So we're doing a couple viewer battles. Then I'm gonna call it early today. That's not Blaziken. You sent me a request, Blaziken. Might have to reset. Yeah, just like the draws were awkward. Just kind of lost box things where you draw your cards in the wrong order, so you don't win. Yeah, I know. Okay. Do I need to reset Blaziken? I'm not getting your request. I'll restart my client then. I guess my game is being weird. What's up, Legend Monkey? What's up? All right, let's try that again. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Let's try again. Have any tips for other matchups? I guess the other one that's kind of weird is Charizard. And Charizard's really not that great of a matchup. I still didn't get it, Blaziken. Just make sure in the Charizard matchup, going first is super important. I mean, I'm sure you're already going first anyway. Just the coin flip just matters a ton. And never, okay, there we go. And never leave yourself with 2 prizes left. Try to go from 3 to 1, or just so they only have 1 turn where they can one-shot you with Lugia. I'm gonna have to restart again. It looks like live is being funny. Oops. Live's being very funny. I don't like it. Okay. Let's fix it. Come on. There we go. TGF, I swear. Nah, Zoro's not it. I won't fact check you, but I don't need to. I don't need to fact check. I already know. You can't I mean, can you fact check when you already are the facts? I guess then you already like automatically are fact checking then. Like if it doesn't match your opinion, then you already know it's not true. Alright, let's give this a go again. Let's see what Blaziken is cooking up. Chat, I will temporarily ignore you because I'm gonna try to make this commentary for YouTube. I'm trying to repurpose content here, so any questions, you might want to save it till after I'm done, or drop it in chat and I'll get to it afterwards. At least just to make the commentary as engaging as possible for YouTube. It's not just me reading chat and people are like, what the heck is he doing? Come on, Blaziken. There we go. Is my chat not appearing on screen? Hold up. Alright, here we go. We're taking this Snorlax, like this crazy Snorlax build of Lost Box into a game, and let's see how it goes. Because like we played in a tournament with it, and it did not go super well. 1-2 drop. So hopefully this goes better. Just Lost Box is a pretty awkward deck. So sometimes it works well and other times it does not. And we had more games where it did not work well than games that it worked well. So my opponent is taking a little bit here. They're taking their sweet time to figure out what they want to do. They're gonna make me go first. Lost Box Mirror then maybe? Mulligan. So let's see what we'll be up against. I mean, I can definitely work with his hands. It's not actually like, okay, it's a Lost Box Mirror. My opponent's playing Turbo. Looks like my hand, we got like the Vips. We just like kind of are still relying on Comfey because we don't have too much after that. Kind of cringe. So my opponent is still setting up. They're kind of going slow, but that's okay. Opening the Cramorant is not super good for this matchup. Roxanne is not a very good top deck. Like Comfey, I'll get Manaphy. So the Wo Chen's probably not going to be super useful in this matchup. I'll get Radiant Greninja. Unfortunately, Cram is prized. Oops, no, definitely not you. So I'm probably gonna go for, I guess I could, luckily Hisuian Heavy is in there. Energies are looking okay. Gates are looking fine, so let's just get closer to a Colress. I'm not gonna give my opponent Artazon. Mirage Gate is something, but also I wanna be able to, like, it sucks because our Cram is prized, so we're gonna need gates, but I also really want to be able to, if it's possible, I mean, we need to be able to Lost Mine first. That's gonna be super important. So be able to get 3 in there this turn. We already have Vac Artazon in hand to get 2 more next turn. All right, another Colress. So our hand is prepped and ready to go for next turn. Reading the Lost Zone, pretty solid. So let's see what my opponent's got going on. They're gonna need, I mean, like they can't go for the big Radiant Greninja play. I guess like their best play this turn is probably gonna be taking a knockout with Cramorant. They just instantly failed the Hisuian Heavy Ball. And then there's a Battle VIP Pass. So they got some stuff going on. So for my next turn, if it's possible, I'm going to be trying to get to Lost Mine. It's going to be like kind of a stretch. But we're going to try. My opponent gets double Comfeys down, has their tree on the Cramorant, so we know there's no actual switching cards or Jets or anything like that. Like Turbo doesn't usually play Jets though. So there's a Comfey. If they totally miss this knockout because their hand is just really bad, then I'm down with that. Like they probably don't have Colress because like I'm pretty sure you always Colress before like doing the manual retreat like that. Lost an energy, but did find Colress off the flower power selecting presumably. Goodness, I cannot talk. Okay, they throw back in Forest Seal and Switch Card. Those are pretty good cards. Maybe it already has a Forest Seal in hand. But like we know that they did not have switching cards prior to the Colress, so they probably had, I mean, it was just a loaded Colress regardless of the cards you just generally do not want to Lost Zone. Pokestop hitting the board. I'm kind of okay with that. I don't mind hitting Pokestop. So they get Vacuum, was it Vacuum and Mirage Gate, but they had to ditch their own Pokestops. So that's probably all their stadiums. I'm probably gonna end up hitting Pokestop myself next turn. I guess with the, or was it Vacuum and Rope or I mean Gate and Rope or Vacuum and Rope. I don't remember if they had Rope or not. Oh, okay. So if they have Rope, they at least can punch into my Radiant Greninja. Okay, well, they just drop Rope. So they for sure have a switch in hand. It would be pretty weird if they do not. This is a Battle VIP Pass. I can get Radiant Greninja down. And probably Manaphy of their own. Yeah, probably Manaphy and Radiant Greninja. Like, they don't really want to drop their Pokemon like Dragonite or Raikou, because I can threaten one shots, or at least two shots on that. Actually, going to prioritize Comfey over Radiant Greninja. We know the Radiant Greninja is not prized because they played that Hisuian right off the bat. Alright, do they have a switch? They probably do. Yeah, they have a rope. So I'll go ahead and let them punch into my Radiant Greninja one time. So we won't be able to get the Moonlight Shuriken for crazy value because they got that Manaphy going. They will go into Cramorant. I had to use a few switching cards. They had Radiant Greninja in hand. So they're on 4 switches on the first turn. Half their switches already. And just a spit innocently. So I will... Another Roxanne. But you don't want to see you this early, Roxanne. Okay, I'm going to get Gates. I'm going to get Cart. And I'm going to get Sableye. We would like to keep Snorlax, but we don't really have that luxury right now. Right, let's play a Switch Cart. And then you'll be able to get that Flower Selecting. This will get us up to 6. I guess we'll take the Bravery Charm over the Forest Seal Stone. So no VSR power this game for us. Alright, I'm going to hit Pokestop. Hopefully we can hit a Switch Card or two. No. Alright. Grandma's prize too, right? Yeah, this is really bad. This is very bad. We have no sort of way to pivot at all. Yeah, Cram is missing. No energies or anything. Absolutely tragic. Alright, well, we'll do that. I'll bench Snorlax. And then I guess I'll just go ahead and pass. We're going to be behind 2 prizes, so we're going to need Snorlax and Roxanne to do some heavy lifting. Okay, they just draw and spit. I guess no, we're not behind 2 prizes because the Greninja is soaked to hit. So, never mind. We're fine. We are fine. Okay, if I can Lost Mine this turn, I gotta keep my opponent stranded. Seems pretty alright for me. Okay. Let's do that and that. We have both waters in deck. So I'm gonna put the Psychic on the Sableye. Grass up to the Comfey. And I can Bravery Charm on the Sableye, actually. That's pretty funny. Don't need Lumineon or Ultra Ball now. Lumineon's actually, like, Aqua Turn's an okay attack. Just not really anymore. Alright, we'll take the Wo-Chien over the Drapion. I think I can seal cards too. I maybe could have held it, but this is okay. So I'm going to retreat. Then I'm going to Bravery Charm up this Sableye. And then I'm going to knock out Manaphy and then put 5 on another Comfey. Okay. Why are the counters not showing up? Wait, what? Did it just like eat all the damage counters? Okay, what? That's so weird. It shows that it does not have damage on it. But like it's damaged. So we gotta remember, I guess you can see that there's like a little dot on there, I guess. Like, why is the damage so small? Just TCG Live things. Just TCG Live stuff, I guess. I don't know. We gotta remember, this is the Comfey that we gotta put 2 damage counters on. I wonder if it looks that way on my opponent's end or it's just on my end. There's super odd to go ahead and put back in Manaphy and some energies. And they just, okay, conceal cards. So they definitely really want to reestablish Manaphy this turn. If they do not, and they just like spit in, they don't necessarily need to find Vacuum this turn or even a way to get around this Sableye. Because they should have all their Vacuums left. So they just spit. So like keeping this Cram stuck in the active spot was a pretty good play. Bravery Charm's doing pretty solid actually. Alright, that's good, and that's good. But like, what's better? Rod think I want Rod actually. Okay. Mirage Gate. And then I'm just gonna knock out those two other Comfeys. Comfey, whatever. And I'll just retreat. This is okay. We have Gate, we have Rod. Hold the Psychic Energy, and then we can knock out those two guys. Opponent is now, after our pretty weak setup, my opponent is now pretty far behind. That Bravery Charm was pretty nice. Like, it still could end up not mattering because my opponent can just vacuum and take that prize, but being able to potentially get more value out of the Sableye is pretty nice. But luckily for us, my opponent's really, like, picking around the Comfey has been pretty good. Like, they just like can't draw too many cards right now, and they're just not being able to string together some Colresses and get through the deck very quickly. So that, yeah, they finally found a Colress. So nice top deck. But is it too little, too late? That's the question. How many switching cards do I have? I'm down the one card. I still have the two in hand, and so I have one rope left after these two that are currently in here. So my opponent is up to 6, throwing back in Recycler and Nest Ball, throwing away Recycler and Nest Ball. If they just cram this turn, I'm fine with it, honestly, because I can Sableye and do some stuff. I can Cramorant. We'll see. It will conceal cards have lightning energy. But like, I mean, just they're not out of this game at all. Like, I mean, if they could Sableye, can they even get to Sableye this turn? If they could, they would get a ton of value. They could take 5-2. Oh, it almost could take 3 prizes, but not quite. If they take 2 and tie things up at 3 prizes apiece. Just Cramorant though. Oh, benching the Sableye is definitely a misplay then. Because now I can knock out their Sableye and their Comfey, go down to 1 prize and put Cram on board and kind of checkmate them. And put energy on Snorlax. So we'll bench the Cramorant. Psychic on the active. Super Rod, throw back in. Let's do that. I'll go ahead. Gate. And those two. And then we have Snorlax basically all ready to go. We got all sorts of draw supports. I probably can just Rod back in even more energies, just so I'm like always drawing energy on the other side of this. Iono or Roxanne or whatever. I'm just having so many outs in deck. And then I will Lost Mine. We gotta remember, this Comfey has damage on it, so let's put a 20 on it. Let's put 80 here. And then I'll put 20. Well, let's put it on the Radiant Greninja just so that they can't try to hide behind that. If ropes are only out to like switching or something, so should have this one. I don't know why the damage was just so weird on that one Pokemon, but we're definitely we're in a commanding position. My opponent like could vacuum and take a prize, and then like Sableye, they can't really Sableye at this point, so I guess their best bet is like vacuum and knock this guy out, and then like yeah, Roxanne Milo, and then just like hope that Dragonite can carry them out. Like the issue with Dragonite is you do damage your own bench guys. It doesn't really matter though, because like Sableye this game regardless. Concealed cards. So lots of energies to go around, but that might be both of their lightnings. So we're gonna have to find an Super Rod or Recycler or something. Rope. I'm just gonna go into the. We can just go into Comfey. I maybe could have gone like if I go into Cramorant and they can like vacuum knock out Roxanne, then my board is looking a lot weaker. But if I like don't promote Cramorant, like Rope is automatically game then. So they would lost some to Pidgeot. They're not even up to Lost Mine yet. There's a Mirage Gate. They're finally getting up to Mirage Gate. I have one prize left and they're finally playing down their first Mirage Gate. Kinda tough. Alright, so they put the Psychic there and Water there. Water on Cram? That had to be a misclick. That had to be a misclick. Yeah, my opponent messed that up for sure. Well, that might seal this one then. Are they playing 3 lightnings? Or is that just it? Yeah, my opponent kind of scuffed this. So, yeah, they had all the pieces there. And they're just missing Rod, really. They still can get it. They just have to be able to find a recovery card and a gate. Retreats. I guess they can still shred, but then I just retreat and lost mine. I put all the energies in there. Alright, well that will be a GG. It really just did not set up too well for Turbo Lost Box. Not the greatest showing of the mirror match ever, but it's okay. No, I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, GG's Blaziken. It's not a problem, Bubba Gamer. I don't think I'm gonna use that one for video anyway. I'll just make art. I can get some closer games. GG Blaziken. Nah, we don't need to rub it in. It's against Blaziken. I think I might call it here, guys, honestly. I'm kind of tired, and I can do some other things tonight then. I'll play you, Bubba Gamer. You'll be first on my list next viewer battle stream. How about tomorrow I'll do some viewer battles. If I'm not busy in the evening, I'll do some viewer battles tomorrow night. So you'll be first on the list for tomorrow. I'll do it. Let's plan for 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 Eastern. I'll be doing some viewer battles with you all. So I'll make sure to catch you on the next one though. So I appreciate all you guys for showing up. If you haven't already, please smash the like button and subscribe button on your way out if you enjoy the content. Thank you. And yeah, this build of Lost Fox, it's still in the works. We got some stuff to do with it still, but it's pretty fun. It has potential, but we gotta keep working on it. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow.